If you are like me and love your iRacing and you have not downloaded the iRacing companion app, you have absolutely zero excuse. It's free, so get off your bum and do it. It's available for both Android and Apple from the respective Android store and the Apple iOS store. And let's just cut the review short. I think it's pretty awesome. I think there's a couple of things they can do better, but there's no real complaints here because it's free and you may as well download it. So let's not waste any time. This is particularly important as the iRacing member site is also getting gradually phased out, so this app is going to become even more and more useful as time goes on. So, meat and potatoes time, let's get into it. Introducing the giant phone. When we open the app, as you can see before you, we are met by the profile screen. Now, before we dive into that, let's just have a brief look at the menu. So, if you tap the three buttons at the top left here, you'll be met by the sub-menu screen. Here we've got Profile, Series, Upcoming Races, Hosted Sessions, News, My Leagues, My Content, Time Attack, link to iRacing Live, Reminders, a link to the forums, iRacing Status, and settings for the app. So what we're going to do a brief walkthrough of how to use the app, how to get the most out of it. Some things you might not know, so you might get a little bit out of this, but if you do know, or some things that I've missed out, let me know in the comments below. So to start off with, let's click Profile. So once we click Profile, we're met with the license page, and here you can see a breakdown of your progress with regards ovals, road, dirt oval, and dirt road. Here you can see a breakdown of your iRating, your safety rating, and also your time trial rating. If you click one of these, let's click Road, you can see a graphical representation of your progress over time, and you can break it down by 1 month, 3 month, or 1 year at the top. If we go back, and we scroll down just a little bit, there's some stats there with regards days active and streaks, etc. You can also see a breakdown of the awards you've earned throughout iRacing. Some people like that. I quite like it. I like to gamify it a little bit. You can scroll down there. There's all sorts of stuff you can dig into. And also your race participation. So if you're trying to earn those iRacing credits throughout this season, you can see exactly what you need to do really easily, and you can click it on the app. So I find that quite useful. If we scroll down here, this is just a breakdown of stats. You can look at your career for 2024, 2023, 2022, or whenever you were on iRacing, or your career overall if you tap that. And it's just, I like to see my progress through time, just keep tabs on, you know, what's my average incident per race and am I progressing. Interestingly, if you just drag down the screen here, you've got a breakdown of some of your last races, and if you tap these, you can see a complete breakdown of the race results, the qualification results, and also the practice results. And also, if you want to just see how you're comparing against other splits, you can also go into other splits, as demonstrated here. That's practice. So that's the race for the top split. So if we go back, that's pretty much it for Profile. It's a nice breakdown of data. You can see very easily what, where you've increased safety rating or increased iRating or decreased, as the common case may be. And I just like to delve into that, and I just like looking at my data. I think it's really cool. Next bit is Series. So this is where you can plan your attack for the upcoming season, and if you don't want to jump into the user interface or navigate the almost defunct now iRacing website, this is a really nice place to do it. So we're on week 8 here at the moment, and what you can do is if you go to the top right here and click the filter button, you can break it down however you want. So for example, if I'm trying to earn my A-class license and I've got my safety rating, which I have at the moment, I can get rid of rookies, get rid of D, get rid of C, get rid of A, and just look at the B-class series even. And there we are. So also, if I'm after a particular car, so say I want to do B-class, but I want to say do, I don't know, you can do Porsche 911 GT3R, we'll tick that, click Done, click Apply at the top, and it will show me everything that I can do within those set parameters. Now that's really useful, particularly if you just want to race, say, like a Mazda, and you want to look at everything the Mazda does, right? Okay, then you can kind of navigate the series really easily. I really like that. Another good tidbit, so say I really like the GT3 Fanatec Challenge. Now you'll notice at the top right here, there's a star. So that means it's favorited. So you can favorite your series, and then you can collect them all within the favorite tab at the bottom left here. So if you click the star at the bottom left, this is populated with all of my favorite series, so I don't have to go hunting. So if I want to jump into a Mazda Advance really quickly, I can tap it. I know it's on Hungaroring, I can see the session times, and it's really, really easy. There's a bell icon at the top there as well. We'll deal with this now, just so we don't have to come back to it later. Say you want to set a little reminder for yourself, oh, I want to do this race in the Mazda Advanced because, we've all, I might have a buddy that I want to, try and get in the same split with. You simply tap that, go down to your respective week. So say we're doing Hungaroring, tick that, click Next. say, okay, I quite fancy doing it on, I don't know, Sunday. Next, pick your time, 1:15, next, remind me, pick a time to remind before, say 30 minutes before, and add, and that'll set a push notification to your phone to go off to let you know that that race is about to start at your respective time which you put in. I find that a pretty useful feature. Yeah, you can argue that, okay, I can just set a reminder on my phone, but if you're doing a lot of different races, that can be quite useful. Also, if you delve into the different series lists, you've got some details about it, also the cars it's racing, and also if you go to the schedule itself, you can see a breakdown of the upcoming weeks for that series. Again, there's a lot of stuff to kind of delve into that. It takes a bit of experimentation, but it's actually quite powerful. I think it's quite useful. So that's the series. Let's look at upcoming races. So this just basically gives you a breakdown of the upcoming races that are happening right now. Now, I've filtered this by my series, which are the ones that I've favorited, which is quite nice. So out of all the series that I'm racing, I can see, all right, I've got a race starting in 10 minutes here, a race starting in 25 minutes here, a race starting in 54 minutes. So if you're short on time, you want to get into something quick, this is a nice, easy way to see what's happening basically at the tip of your fingers. If we hit the menu again, you can go to the hosted sessions menu. Here you'll just see a breakdown of, now these are privately hosted sessions, so I haven't really delved into this, we haven't done it yet, but there will be some hosted sessions coming for TTR, so if you want to take part in some iRacing racing, check a link in the Discord below. We've got a nice community and we would love to see you there. And that's basically the hosted sessions. You can scroll that at your leisure and find your respective one. Let's go to news. News is exactly as it says it is, and I like to keep up to date with what's going on in the iRacing world. I just like reading about it, as all sim racers do. We like to immerse ourselves in our hobby, and you can scroll down and just see all the latest news that's going on within the iRacing world. If there's development updates that drop, they're here. If the iRacing is going to be under maintenance, they also let you know through here, and also you can tell in the app, which we will discuss a little bit later. If we open the menu again, we go to My Leagues. I don't do any leagues, but if you participate in any leagues, you can see a breakdown of them here in this menu. If you want to look at the content, now this is both useful and also a little infuriating because I think this can be improved. So I like to plan what I do and do not have, and then I can plan my purchase. I generally make a purchase once a season. I kind of maximize the discount on offer, so if you buy 6 or more, that's just what I do. And I can sort of plan my attack with, okay, so I want to do some ovals this season, so I bought the Arca Menard Chevrolet car. That's been absolute carnage, more on that later. But you can also just have a look at what else you have or have not bought. You can see what the free cars are and also just make a bit of a plan. Tracks are also useful as well. So you can see a breakdown of which content you have, which is in green, and which content you do not have, which is in yellow. Also, if you go into the series menu, you'll also see a breakdown within the schedule. So if you don't have a track, it'll say yellow. So it just means that, oh, I can't take part in that. I can buy it. You can also filter as well with regards stuff you own, stuff you don't own, and also whether it's road or dirt road, or or oval or dirt oval. You can also sort by price and release date. What I would love to see here, and iRacing, if you do end up watching this, it would be nice to buy through the app, because who doesn't need to decrease the barrier between a purchase that's already impulsive? So it would be nice to kind of go, all right, I don't have that, but I want to race it now, tap, buy, done. But as you can see, if we tap on here, if we tap on the yellow button there, it doesn't take you to the store, there's no purchases available within the app. So that's something that could be improved. Let's go back, almost done. Time attack is exactly what it says. It breaks down the time attack events and you can see exactly what they are and also the cars that are involved. That's pretty cool. I won't click it, but if you go onto iRacing Live, it takes you to the browser page for the iRacing Twitch page, in which you can see all the live events that are happening if you just want to watch some motorsport in the simulated world. The reminders, exactly as it says, this is a list of the reminders that you've set. So if you've got loads of races and you're not sure, oh, okay, which ones have I set, which ones do I need to set, you can check them all here. You can also delete them. So if we tick that, okay, we can delete all, tap the delete all, and it's gone and the reminders are there. Forums is exactly what it says. If you click forums, it'll take you to the browser page for the forums. You will have to log in with your iRacing ID, and that's just a quick way to get to it. This bit is really useful. So if you click on iRacing status, this basically gives you a breakdown of whether the user interface is in the maintenance mode. So you can know if you can get on or not. That's really useful when they're doing a development update. So you can see whether it's back online, whether you can get back on track. test drive available, so that comes on if everything's down, so you can test drive some cars. It tells you if that's available and also what's going on with the Classic member site. It also gives you some good information on what's going on with the respective servers with regards to, like, we've got Boston, Frankfurt, etc., and whether they are okay and up and running or whether there's any problems. So if, this is good for trying to work out if there's any issues on your end, particularly if you're having connectivity issues. So if there's an obvious problem, you can kind of rest yourself easy for a bit because they're usually pretty good at fixing them. So that's iRacing status. Finally, the settings menu. So this is where you can tweak the overall appearance profile. Exactly as it says, this is where you log in with your iRacing details. We'll go back. Appearance. So I like this in dark mode. You can do it in light mode. I'll go to the profile page and show you that in a second. We'll keep it in light mode. You can also change your language. Again, all they've got here is English and Spanish. It would be nice to be a little bit more inclusive and just include a few more languages. I'm sure they can work on that. And also time and measurements. So I like a 24-hour clock. I also like metric. Notifications. You've got to turn on your push notifications if you want to have your reminders. And also the start screen as well. You can choose what you wanted to start on. So if you want it on series, upcoming races, leagues, or whatever, you can choose it here. I like profile. That makes sense to me. Others, you can look at the change. You can show change log, conditions of use, terms and conditions, and all that business. And you can rate it and send some feedback to them if you want. And that's basically it. So as I said, I'll go back to profile, and this is what it looks like when it's not in dark mode. I think this is a pretty cool app. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say on it. I think overall the iRacing companion app is a pretty cool thing, and it's free, so you can't really complain. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think is good, and what do you think that they can improve? Because who knows, they might listen. As always, thank you for watching. If you found value in this content, please hit the like button, consider subscribing for more TTR madness, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.